Okay, we were excited about young boars. We're excited about this boar. We're going to shift gears here in a big way. This is Fast Lane. Fast Lane is a Yorkshire boar from George Watson. He's out of Passon Lane, out of a gain control sow. Passon Lane's a boar that wasn't here long. Randy Shipley bought Passon Lane, was able to use him for one season, or not even one season, just one breeding, and had sows bred. And I talked to Randy, and Randy said, hey, we're keeping every daughter, and we got 3 sons on feed just out of a handful of litters. George bred one of his elite sows to Passon Lane, and this was the litter. George had been telling us about this boar. He was feeding him for the Indiana State Fair. Tom had been down, Caleb had been down, and make long story short, we were able to get him bought, and thrilled to do it. George was going to be here tonight, but had something come up that he had to go to, so was not able to come. This boar is another young boar. This boar is just 5 months old. He has not had his 6-month birthday yet. We are excited about this boar. We plan on using him just as heavy as we can here for where Yorkshires are and where Yorkshires are going. We like this guy, and we like where he's taking us. He's priced at $100 a dose. This is Fast Lane.
I think we're going to see 3 York boars tonight. We're going to show all 3 of them. This is the combination boar to me. And the neat thing about him is, you know, whenever you go to Watson's, and again, I'm always hard on everything in the world because those hogs have historically not had enough look to make barrows in my mind. And there's so much good and great things everywhere else, but they just didn't have enough look through their front end. This guy does that. George has kind of opened the books up, so to speak, to kind of experiment with some new stuff and some different stuff, but still maintain the great things that the Watson hogs do. And this one's kind of an anomaly for me compared to most Yorkshires. You know, I sit there and watch the Yorkshire barrows at Columbus, and Bob, we're not fortunate enough to just get to show white ones as Yorkshires. We have to actually give them a pedigree, which is makes it a little more difficult than some places in the world. So as I sit and watch those Yorkshire barrows, and we had some on feed too that you just can't get their ham loin right. You can't get them to blend right. They just don't have enough balance from the side. And then when you get them that way, they're too narrow and too flat. This guy is not. I mean, that guy is growing and growing hard, and he's gained, I bet he's gained 75 pounds since he's been here in the last 3 weeks. And for him to maintain that look from the side and that kind of a build out of his ham loin and right into his hip and hind leg, and still maintain some shape and muscle and dimension, and do that in a really comfortable, really good pasturing kind of a package is hard to do in the Yorkshire breed. And I encourage you to kind of get close to that one or look at him afterwards, because you don't appreciate just how much hog is there to get right on top of him, because that is a big rib, big bodied, 3-dimensional boar that's 5 months old that is flat putting it on the days and continuing to grow and doing it in a very secure and safe package. So a lot of those Yorkshire sows running around that are flat-footed, that are too one-dimensional, that are too wrong from the side in terms of their build and the way they're tied together, he'll fix that. He's a little shorter-headed. I'd watch him there. I'd protect him from the center of his blade to his earlobe is pretty long. I mean, he's a long-fronted boar that's a little stouter face. So if that's something you want to watch, I guess you call Steve Cobb and ask him how that's worked out for him the last 25 years, because all those have kind of looked that way. So I like this Yorkshire boar, and again, I didn't know how much I'd like him. I'm really intrigued by him. I think that thing's got a place, and he can fix a lot of Yorkshires that those problems we all fight each and every summer. He can do those things for you.
Fast Lane.